Almost everything today can be explained by science. This can sometimes be disappointing and can ruin the excitement because, in some cases, humans just want to believe in miracles. For those who feel this way, there are still many places around the world that science has tried and failed to explain. These scientifically impossible places that actually exist have been left alone for now, and thank goodness, travelers can visit and see with their own eyes what a miracle looks like. Ready to be baffled? Here are a handful of phenomena and places on Earth that don't seem scientifically possible, yet they exist. In this video we will tell you 10 seemingly impossible places in the world in which their existence alone is a miracle. Please subscribe our channel and like the video. Number 1. The Crooked Forest. Poland's Crooked Forest has long beckoned visitors with a penchant for the unusual. Science suggests that the J-shaped trees that are growing within are an impossibility. Yet they're here for all to see, even if a reason for their misshapen nature cannot be explained. There are countless theories about the Crooked Forest, but so far none has been proven or disproven. Known to local people as Kawai Los, the forest can be found in Poland's western fringes, not far from the border with Germany. Some believe that invading tanks flattened young saplings during World War II, causing the recovering trees to take such a strange shape. But others have blamed aliens, gravitational fluctuations, and the thick snowfall for which the region is renowned, all without evidence or a convincing argument. It's possible that the truth is more mundane. Some claim the trees were manipulated by human hand to create tailor-made shapes for construction purposes. Number 2. The Petrifying Well. It was once thought that witchcraft was at play in North Yorkshire. Here, not far from Knaresborough, a well that was said to turn objects to stone appeared to be doing the impossible. Mother Shipton, a much-feared local witch and oracle, was blamed for such sorcery. There are still some who think that not all is as it should be here, although science suggests otherwise. Mother Shipton was associated with several tragic events, having made it her business to predict certain horrors that she claimed would befall England's Tudor reign. The Petrifying Well left local people terrified in the 1600s. Items that met its waters, it was said, would turn to stone. It has since been discovered that the water's high mineral content can have a petrifying effect. It doesn't make for such a good story, but it's a more likely explanation than witchcraft. Number 3. Ringing Rocks of Pennsylvania. This place gives a fresh meaning to the term rock concert. Here, in northern Pennsylvania, not far from the scenic Delaware River, those with a penchant for the inexplicable gather to experience a genuine scientific oddity. The large rocks that litter the ground here ring like bells when struck. Our advice for anyone planning a visit: make sure to bring a hammer. Scientists have long studied Pennsylvania's remarkable ringing rocks, but a clear explanation remains elusive. Make no mistake about it, this is something that shouldn't be possible. But there's no question that the rocks here do ring, although not all are audible. It was once thought that just 1/3 of the rocks made their distinctive sound. Yet research in 1965 discovered that all the rocks here ring, but some sound at a pitch that is lower than the human ear can detect. That research didn't, alas, determine the cause. Number 4. The Sea of Stars. The stunning Sea of Stars is a sight to behold. This might appear to transcend the possible, but there can be no question that this phenomenon is in rude health. Found in the Maldives, the lapping waves look like the night sky, filled with bright lights, twinkling like stars in the ocean. It's all down to plankton, microscopic organisms that make the impossible possible. The dazzling effect could not be more magical. Like to see the stars for yourself? Vadu Island, part of the picturesque Ra Atoll, is a prime spot, with the late summer months the best time to visit. The bioluminescent plankton are often at their brightest here, with the movement of the waves prompting a chemical reaction that causes the stars to shine. It might seem too good to be true, but the Sea of Stars is there for all to see. Far from impossible, this is a destination that demands a visit. Number 5. Hum of Taos. Science has been unable to solve the so-called Taos hum. This is a persistent sound that has troubled people here since the 1990s. No one knows what it is or where it comes from. It might seem scientifically impossible, but there can be no doubt that this is a real phenomenon. The hum, which has also been described as a rumble or drone, is a low-frequency sound that isn't audible to all. Research suggests that just 2% of people in Taos can hear it, and this just adds to the mystery. Scientists have spent much time in this small north-central New Mexico town, but still an explanation remains elusive. There are some who believe this to be a paranormal phenomenon, that the Taos hum once featured in the X-Files, as well as other sci-fi TV shows, has nothing to deter the conspiracy theorists. Still, though, scientists continue to ponder this persistent problem, and it's a conundrum that is proving impossible to solve. Number 6. Moville Cave. It should not be possible for life to exist in Romania's so-called poison cave. But deep beneath a featureless plain in Constanța, not far from the Black Sea and Bulgarian border, creatures that have never seen sunlight lurk in an environment that could not be more alien. Discovered in 1986, Moville is believed to date back more than 5 million years. The ecosystem within is unique. This is a place that verges on the impossible. The air is different down here, containing 1/3 to a half less oxygen than that which we breathe on the surface. The internal atmosphere is rich in hydrogen sulfide and carbon dioxide. Separated from the outside world, life here is based upon chemosynthesis rather than photosynthesis. Life shouldn't exist here, but no less than 48 different species live in mysterious Moville, including leeches, spiders, and a weird and wonderful water scorpion. Hard to believe, perhaps, but this place does exist. Number 7. Kawah Ijen. The active Kawah Ijen volcano in Banyuwangi Regency, Java is one of the world's most extraordinary volcanoes. Instead of producing the usual red lava and black smoke, its underground activities result in electric blue lava and flames rising into the air. Kawah Ijen's fabled blue lava has long drawn the curious to Java. Here, on this stunning Indonesian island, the volcano's spectacular eruptions are a sight to behold. The phenomenon has long fascinated scientists. But although the colors cannot be questioned, the underlying cause is not as most believe. The lava here is not originally blue but becomes it due to a natural phenomenon. Indeed, the volcano has some of the highest levels of sulfur in the world, and when the volcano's sulfuric gases meet air temperature above 360 feet C, the lava turns blue. Another interesting fact about this place is that it's home to one of the world's most dangerous sulfur mining operations in the world. The working conditions are precarious, and the workers being exposed to the toxic sulfur gases for long periods of time develop long-term health issues. Interested in visiting? Don't adventure here on your own. An exciting thing to do is a night-guided group tour to the volcano to see the blue flames phenomenon. Number 8. Lake Karachay. The most radioactive lake on Earth, radioactive inside of what was once a Soviet Union nuclear weapon factory, is a lake pumped full of more radioactive material than anything else on Earth. Lake Karachay is so radioactive that you would only have to stand near it for an hour for it to kill you. The lake was used by the Soviet Union to dump nuclear waste. They poured obscene amounts into it, and it caused major problems. In 1957, an explosion in the factory spread the radioactive particles in the lake around a 23,330 kilometers, 9,000 square miles, area. Then in 1967, the waters dried up and the radioactive dust was blown a further 1,450 kilometers, 900 miles, away. Today, the water is mostly covered up with concrete to keep these disasters from happening. The area is still so toxic, though, that it makes Chernobyl look like a family-friendly tourist destination. Number 9. Doubletree. Tourists flock to Piedmont to see Italy's famous Doubletree. Here, on a much-visited site, between Grana and Casorzo, a cherry tree grows atop a mulberry. Science suggests that such a thing should not be possible. But there can be no disputing the facts. This place, and these trees, do actually exist. Called the Doubletree of Casorzo, or Bialbero di Casorzo, this is quite an anomaly. It isn't unheard of for one tree to grow on top of another. But growth tends to be limited in such instances, with neither tree able to thrive or to reach a significant size. This is where Bialbero di Casorzo stands out, defying science and proving that anything is possible. It is thought that, long ago, a bird must have dropped a cherry stone onto the mulberry tree when flying overhead. This sounds plausible, but no one could have imagined that it would turn out quite like this. Number 10. The Nazca Lines of Peru. Peru's puzzling Nazca Lines have long baffled scientists seeking a plausible explanation. Etched into the hot desert sands, these ancient geoglyphs are enormous. Some dating back to 500 BC, their sheer size alone makes them all but impossible to understand. But these head-scratching symbols are real, as all those fortunate enough to have seen them in person can attest. Comprising more than 10,000 individual lines, there are over 300 figures to find in an area that spans 1,000 square kilometers in this remote corner of South America. It's hard to believe, but new geoglyphs are being discovered all the time. Indeed, in 2019, a further 100 figures were found, adding to a tally that was already impressive. Some depict animals and other plants, but all continue to confound those determined to fathom their purpose. Best seen from the air or the neighboring hilltops, it's hard to believe that these Peruvian treasures are even possible. But make no mistake about it, the puzzling Nazca Lines are all too real,